Hey there, it's Christina, and I am in my home office going through my bookshelf, which is overflowing. I have like 2 rows of books on each of these shelves, and I'm trying to decide if I want to get rid of a few of them and sell them on Amazon. I'm so conflicted because on one hand, don't want all these physical books to package in boxes every time I move. Since we have audiobooks and Kindles and ebooks, so portable and digital, I really prefer that. I've kind of gotten rid of all of my peripherals, computer equipment, like keyboard and mouse and all these different things. So I'm trying to evaluate this situation. So from a practical, logistical standpoint, I would like to package all these up and send them off to Amazon and kind of let, somebody else, life is cyclical and people are going to be entrepreneurial and have the same interests and curiosities and passions and that I did over the years, and can just recycle these books. And then the other the other emotional side of me is like, wow, this is like a visual chronology of my own personal growth and development. There was a period of time where I was interested in real estate, then financial planning, then did I say real estate investing? Yeah. And then like entrepreneurial things, and then money, and leadership, and social media, and relationships, and spirituality, and becoming vegan, and eating better, health and fitness, and like Robert Kiyosaki down here. And then all of these, which I laid out, consumer behavior, and the massive amount of credit card debt Americans have. I mean, I really was into that, so I set these out here. Like people work too much, and then they're at jobs they hate, and then in the evenings and weekends they sort of go crazy with their credit cards trying to make themselves happy. And I'm speaking from, I've seen this so much in Northern Virginia. I could write my own book about it. So, I have all these, affluenza. It's the disease of the affluent. Why we buy, the science of shopping. Working ourselves to death. Workaholics, the respectable. Addiction, Stillness Speaks, which is an Eckhart Tolle book, and Power of Now, and Downshifting, Downsizing, adding simplicity to our life, like what are the things that matter most, reflecting on that, the overworked American, chained to the desk and cubicle, the overspent American, going broke, why Americans can't hold on to their money, maxed out credit cards, credit card nation, consequences of Americans' addiction to credit. Do we live to work, or do we work to live? Yeah, so this was like something that was very, this whole theme here of working too much, spending too much, being incurring debt, being encumbered by consumer debt, credit card debt. Of course, there's all different other kind of addictions to drugs, alcohol. But this is shopping, like shopping addiction. Working so much and not taking time for the things that matter most, and then realizing that you've lost a lot of time by the time you realize what really matters. And our people's relationship with money, or I should say dysfunctional relationship with money. I never even realized how much credit card debt people were in until I read some of these books and did some research. Like 12 to 24,000 is not uncommon, and I would never even be able to sleep at night if that was me. But anyway, like, yeah, so I'm trying to decide here, some other ones, and which ones I want to keep. Sort of like my this is like sort of my diary of everything that I've done. And a lot of times in the front cover, I will write when I got it or when I finished reading it, one or the other. And it's so hard to throw them away when you look at it like that. Let's see what's up here. The Retirement Myth. There's Nancy Duarte with Resonate, Peter Diamandis with Abundance, Donald Trump books, The Answer. Yeah, and then there's just like so many more behind here. So yeah, I'm kind of like conflicted, as you can see. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to hold on to. And sometimes I think about this, and the reason I think about this is because when my mom passed away three years ago, I had to go through her entire home, and it was really, of course we got rid of a lot of stuff, but in the process, I got to see that, like, the things that she kept and had there were expressions of her identity and her life, and they were sentimental, and kind of going through them made me feel closer to her, like I understood who she was as a person. So, but I don't know that anybody, like if I were to pass away, if anybody would even care what I read, who I was, what I did. I don't know. I mean, would they? I don't know. Maybe if I became famous, but, and thus, these would end up being, sold or to someone anyway. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling because I don't know what to do. I love the portability of digital media, and it's so lightweight. Got all these old-fashioned books, and I keep saying I'm never going to buy another one, and occasionally I do, and I add it to the collection. I have to find a place to put it. And I will not, what I won't do and haven't done, I will not buy another bookshelf. So, for sure. I mean, definitely. But, yeah. So anyway, what are your feelings about your own books? I mean, do you have a huge collection? Because I actually have a few more than what's pictured here. Are you someone that's in your maybe 30s, 40s, 50s, and have accumulated a lot of physical books? And, do you like having that backdrop of a library in your home office? Not to show off, because, like, this is a home office, like, nobody really comes here, like, clients don't ever see this. It's just more like my own personal, glance over and, like, see all the stuff that I read and who I was and who I became and what I was interested in at different times in my life, different chapters. I kind of like that. I mean, I'm trying to think, if this whole thing was vacant, I would feel like I lost a piece of myself. But I think this is just because of the age that I am and the generation that I grew up in, that I'm straddling, like, physical and digital. And that is what I'm thinking about tonight. So I would love to hear your impressions. Like, do you have a library of books that you are getting rid of? Or that you're holding on to? Do you like to see them in your home? Is that, like, status for you? Is that sentimental for you? Or, do you kind of want to start downsizing? Because it's certainly not a matter of, wanting to sell these for money. It's just, all this space, all this physical space that they take up, is it worth the reflection back to these past 10, 20, 30 years? I'm going to be 46 this month, so yeah. I used to spend time in Borders, in the bookstore. It's no longer around. It's closed. Sign of the times. So yeah, that's my conflict. That's what I'm thinking about tonight. And just wanted to sort of make this video and see what other people's feelings were about it. So let me know how you feel about books. And I'll see you on the next video.